What's up, guys? Trailer Nerd checking in. I am out here today at the Diamond C at the main headquarters here in Mount Pleasant. There you got the office behind us. Then you got the stacking facility here. This is where the trailers leave. You know, they come in here, they get put on a semi, they get made into ground stacks like these, and ship out to dealers all over North America. What I'm coming to you today for is to talk about some of the differences in the new FLEETNECK 2.0. You might have seen this online. There's been some conversation. It's been, a little while coming, getting these changes rolled out. But I wanted to touch on a few of the changes, the 2.0, which is like the next evolution of the Diamond C engineered beam. Just a little backstory. If you're coming into the game late, I don't know, 6-7 years ago, several of our engineers, my older brother Jeffrey, the CEO, thought, man, there has to be a better way to build gooseneck trailers rather than just taking regular old structural I-beam like they'd done for 40 years prior and hacking it up to make a trailer. Same thought process was had many years ago on structural buildings and also semi-trailers. Really building an I-beam frame from scratch to the size, the thickness, the weight per foot, all of the things that it needs to be to do a specific job, rather than, again, taking that structural beam and just hacking it up to make it work. So, about 5 years ago, the fall of 2017, we debuted the FLEETNECK Engineer Beam line of gooseneck trailers, and ever since then, we have continued day after day to get a little better, to make it a little better, to see what's the next steps, what are the next advances in engineered beam. So just recently, probably, it was about late September, mid-September, we rolled out 2.0, which is what it amounts to is some physical changes in the neck, and then also some material differences in the frame. So we're going to start at the neck on these two. I thought it was good, to show you these two. They're stacked up, ready to go out, because we'll be able to see kind of up under the frame on that top trailer a little better. So starting on 2.0 in the neck on 1.0, which we've ran for years, is a 3/16 thick grade 50 material in the neck web. The big arch part of the neck, this sheet metal here, was grade 50, which for those of you who may not know much about steel, A36, grade 36 is standard mild steel. That's what pretty much everybody and their brother uses to build trailers. When we rolled out engineered beam, we went grade 50 right off the bat. Higher yield material, it's stronger, but what it means by the higher yield is that it can be tortured for longer before failure. It can be stressed that much further before failure. So grade 50. In 2.0, we took a step up, and now this is grade 80 material, even higher yield, but with that we were able to go down in the thickness. So it's now 10 gauge grade 80 versus the 3/16 grade 50. What that allowed us to do is cut out essentially about 65 pounds of weight just out of the neck right here. And that's the thing about engineered beam. It's all about lighter, stronger. Lighter, stronger is the lens that we look through when we're developing anything for engineered beam. So right here, like I say, we lighten the neck up a little bit, but where it gets a little bit even more interesting is you look up under here, and where you would normally see on most gooseneck trailers is the spare tire mount. And instead, what we did is we took the spare tire and we relocated it under the frame, and we'll show you that here in a few minutes, much like a truck spare tire on a spare winch, where you can just let it down. If you've ever had to change a spare on a gooseneck trailer, it is a pain in the rear when you're up on the bed of your truck or crawling on the neck, or even some of the hinge mounts that they have that come down that we've ran. It's still, when that spare weighs 110 pounds, 120 pounds, it is hard to handle. So again, we relocated it under the bed to where that you drop it down off that cable, the spare cable, and slide it out, and it's much easier to handle. It also gave us some extra real estate up here to where we'll be able to do some creative storage solutions, and which we'll look at in a minute. We have a standard now chain tray with a winch mount built into it, which is really cool. And you got this cross member here, which they don't have the chains on this one hung to it, but actually, oh, that's the same cross member. Okay, this cross member here is in place now. So another slot edit right here. This came to more of a hard corner, and now it is a rolled profile, which is even stronger than it was before. One quick note, you can see kind of this design here is more, it's just different. I mean, it's not functionally any different, but that's how you can kind of tell a 2.0 from a 1.0 is this design here and this handle versus there's one over here. This is a 1.0. You can see it's just a straight cutout diamond and the old round handle. Again, you have this kind of formed handle here and the little design cutout. So next on 2.0, the big difference is when we're looking at the main frame. From a distance, and when you're looking at it, stepping back, you can't see, like the naked eye and the untrained eye doesn't notice any different. But what it is that main tall part of the frame right there that you see, that's called the web of the beam. On these 2.0s, it is now grade 100. So it is twice the yield strength of the material before. Now you ask, I mean, well, there wasn't any failures on the stuff before. It was plenty strong, but this is teeing up for the next evolution even. And so the grade 100 is just that much stronger. We didn't lighten up on the frame. We still kept the 10 gauge frame material that we were using, but the grade 100 is enabling us to do some creative things in other places on the frame, like some different cross members and things, which gave us a little bit of a weight break there. But anyways, so grade 100 throughout the frame beam, and in, like on this one's a hydraulic dovetail, in the dovetail itself. So definitely some higher yield material there that can run that much longer, be abused. Because let's face it, I mean, we know these trailers get overloaded and they get tons of miles put on them. The grade 100 is going to perform that much better than even the grade 50, which was already that much better. So looking under here, you can see kind of the spare tire hanging there just under the beam. You have your rod there, and what that is in the box, each one of these comes with this adapter, and this is your handle that you just simply stick up under the frame, and you'll be able to let your spare down from here. So pretty cool, because this stows real nice and neat in the front toolbox of the trailer, just like so. Comes in the front toolbox, but again, you can let your spare down out from under the trailer, and it doesn't tie up that neck space. Let's climb up here. See the best way to get up here. One of my favorite things when I was a kid, growing up in the trailer business, other kids jumped hay bales out in the country, and I jumped stacks of trailers, just like this. So my dad would always get on to me for climbing on trailers. But anyway, so here's the other piece I was talking about on the 2.0 neck. This is standard. Used to be an option. You could either get a chain tray or a winch mount, but instead, as standard equipment now, is this chain tray. And it comes with this plate covering the winch hole, so you can use it as a chain tray, put straps, whatever up here. But if you would like to add a winch, we have a bolt-in winch box that drops in, that comes with a battery, winch, everything in it. You pop this plate off and you mount your fair lead right there on the front. Really cool standard feature. Also comes with this, dang, what is it called? Receiver tube. Yeah, this receiver tube, to where that you can either put a winch on a plate and make it removable, or you could put a snatch block, a pulley, all kinds of stuff you could use this for as well, if you're mounting your winch there. But if you want it to be removable, you can use that receiver tube. Kind of see the big cross member there that I was talking about. It's beautiful. So in this trailer, just for anybody curious, this is in the cement gray, which is part of the DM coating system. That hits the highlights of the 2.0. there's also tons of other little intricate detail changes that, I mean, that probably over the last 4 or 5 years, thousands of small edits, but that went into 2.0 that obviously, again, it'd be very hard to show all the little bitty things, but with 2.0, constant advancement, and it's another evolution of FLEETNECK, and we're just getting started. So we're really excited about the future of FLEETNECK and what it holds. It's been phenomenal this last 5 years, and 2.0 like signifies again that next evolution. Jump on our website in the Learning Center. There's a button that's called Learning Center. In there, you have an article, tons of good information, other articles about different things from suspension and paint and color guide and all the things. But there's one specifically about 2.0 and the changes there. If you want to go read it, there's some good information there. So make sure to jump on the Learning Center. We'll see you on the road.